Hello everyone, welcome to our Let's Play series of Pillars of Eternity, The White March. This is Colonel RPG as usual, and I'm very happy that you chose to join me today as we go back the long way around. Ooh, warning symbols as red and rough as scabs have been carved into some of the trees. Warding symbols. Ah, interesting. But anyway, we're going back to Gilded Vale the long way around because we are exploring Easternwood. Is it called Easternwood? Easternwood, okay. Oh, it's totally fine. It's just one of the many regions and maps in the game, and we're gonna explore it, look for ingredients. I don't particularly think that this one has very much for me, but I think it has one major event going on somewhere around here. Because this map is a little bit smaller, as you can see. But there's a pretty main and important road right at the center, which will take me somewhere up here. Yeah, here we go. And over in here, there's like a bad thing. There it is. Human skeleton. Yeah, if I remember correctly, there's like a cemetery up here. There it is. Yeah. Right here, we're gonna find a lot of stuff relating to the people that supported the Kickstarted edition of the game, or actually the Kickstarter campaign of the game, and back when it was called Project Eternity, if I remember correctly, because if you don't know, now you do, that Pillars of Eternity was born out of Kickstarter. Obsidian decided that funding their games the traditional way, looking for... Okay, so let's see, you got a hunting bow right there. That's a normal hunting bow, if I'm not mistaken. We got a vessel bone. What the hell is that for? Once one of the bones to which a soul desperately clung to, now it holds only traces of the life it held. It's a bone of a vessel. Interesting. So yeah, Obsidian decided that going to publishers and asking them for money to develop games wasn't really cutting it. The publishers kind of only want to go true and tested paths like first-person shooters and action games and all that. And of course, those games are all fine and nice if you're into that kind of stuff, but there really isn't that big of a diversity everywhere else. So Obsidian decided that they had enough of it, and then decided very wisely, very daringly as well, they decided to go on with the Kickstarter route of the funding of Pillars of Eternity. So yeah, so here is a lot of stuff relating to all those fine and noble people who contributed to the game campaign, the Kickstarter campaign. So there's a lot of stuff in here. Some of it is quite funny, other of it is just a bit nonsensical. I think I remember seeing something that I recognized from somebody, but I don't really know for right now. Poet of the Obsidian Order. Yeah, but there's a lot of stuff, not just there's a lot of stuff around. I'm gonna show it to you guys just so you can see if you haven't had a chance to try it out. You go ahead and pause the video if you're interested. And if you're interesting as well, because interesting people will be interested in this kind of stuff, I would think. But who knows? Who am I to judge? We got a back down there. We had a lived and died by the dice. We had a memorial maybe. Carmel Hit, House of Witchmere, acrobat hunter of butterflies, destroyer of gingerbread houses. May she be forever immortalized in that tombstone. And elsewhere, probably, hopefully. But anyway, we got more stuff in here. Sergei Muravsky and a lot of other people. Joshua. No, that's not Josh. So yeah, don't know. But yeah, there's quite a few people in here. But we got a few undead. Dream Dancer, yeah, kind of cool name. But apart from that, there's not really much. Oh, there's an ingredient back here, but apart from that, there's not really much to explore in this place. It's just one of those places where you kind have to... Oh, there's another one in here. I missed that one. I'm sorry if you're one of these people. Well, congratulations for being a very nice person, because these people are our heroes. They're our heroes, new to much. Yeah, these guys, they really deserve recognition, every single one of them, because I mean, supporting the the RPG scene. It's just, you know, it's tough. It's tough for everyone, for the developers, for the fans. But yeah, we really need to stick together. It's one of the reasons why I created this channel on YouTube, is because I want to play more of these games and hopefully get, get the bug, a little bug, to other people as well, because it just... Okay, you got another... What? More warding stones? These carvings glisten with fresh sap. But I think we haven't seen the end of the undead. Pretty sure there's more of them down here. What's that? Warding symbols as red as rough as scabs. What the hell? We are seeing somebody, but I don't see them. What is that? It's a wict! Wherever it is. Okay, I know you guys are not that terrible to deal with, so I'm just gonna go ahead and shoot you in the face. How about that? And smite you as well, because, you know. Okay, let's go with that. And that guy is gone, so perfect. That guy. That guy is there. Yep, there he goes. Perfect, thank you. They didn't drop loot, though, which is... Okay, it doesn't really matter. They wouldn't drop anything interesting anyways. Okay, we got a spear spiderling, and what is that? A spear spider. Ooh. Okay, so that means that I kind of want to go with a marked prey right there and send Eothas to kill that thing. Oh, everyone wants to kill that thing then. Oh, it's perfect. Perfect, because it is very dangerous. So, good. Nope, not that dangerous, turns out. Not that dangerous. I was kind of misremembering the danger that it poses. Okay, we got another corpse right there, so let's kill this spear spider and be done with this map, because I'm pretty sure that's the end of it. I'm pretty sure there's no real point going around here anymore, but we'll see. Ooh, got a ram horn elm. I'm gonna take that for my... Actually, wait a minute. Why? What? Okay. We got turquoise and a few other things. Oh, so that you put over there. Okay. Whatever. Let's go over here. We got a... Where did it... Oh, there it is. Why? Why did it go there? Does it make any difference, really? I don't think it does. I'm pretty sure helmets are... Yeah, I know. Yeah, helmets in this game, they're really only for looks. If I remember correctly, this one doesn't have an helm, so there you go. Yeah, they're really for looks. That was a design decision. I might be mistaken, though. But oh, we got a stag and a deer. Hello. Can I speak with you? No, it's not a thing that can be done in this game. There they are. There they are. But yeah, that's was a design decision, because some players wanted their characters to look a certain way. I mean, helmet-wise, and of course having the best helmet in the game. Ooh. Hello, are you a spirit? You don't sound like a spirit. Hold, madam, but a moment. A hooded man waits upon the road, clad in a green cloak. He strides forward to meet you as you approach, and at a closer distance his features are revealed for those of a younger man, though lined with weariness. He appears to be favoring his left leg as he walks, and there is a dark stain upon the fabric of his trousers. Is Kolsk, I've seen that name before, under the knee. Yeah, even so, he greets you with a polite bow. I do not know your purpose in traveling this road, friend, but I would warn you against it. He gestures up the path with a sweep of his arm, for the deep beyond belongs to the tyrant which calls himself the Lord of the Gilded Vale. Like many tyrants, he was surrounded himself with stronger men and women for fear of a retribution. And so you are warned. If you would press on despite that, however, I wonder if we might not help one another. Well, it depends. I do not help others out of charity. I see. His tone bellies some disappointment. Well, if I cannot appeal to your sense of justice, perhaps your practical nature will suffice, for the task I ask you would improve all our fortunes. Too long as Gilded Vale suffered under Redrick's madness, it would cure Wen's legacy by ensuring there are none alive in the village to be afflicted. I fear his own wife, Ygritte, may be at risk. The man has no mercy in him. We have not stood idle. My people and I breached the defenses, intent on ending Redrick's rule ourselves. We have entered through sewers under cover of the night, but we were routed. There are dark creatures down there in the dungeons, the work of Raedric's Animancer. It falls to you, Lord Raedric has called for further reinforcements, and soon there will be no stopping him. Our time grows short, and in this hour I must beg assistance where I can. He's going to owe us more than rubble-strewn plot of land after this, Eothas says. No kidding. Fling him from the ramparts, or else cut his head and from his shoulders, I care not. Once his throne lies empty, Gilded Vale will have the stewardship that it deserves. Whatever your reasons, I can promise you that your aid will not go unrewarded. Lord Raedric has amassed the spoils of long reign. End it, and you may take your fill. So who are you? Only a man determined to see Gilded Vale restored to its former glory. There was a time, stranger, when Gilded Vale was worthy of its name. The crops gleamed like gold, and the village's people lived well. I don't know about the golden crops, Adler says, but there were less flies anyway. And what has become of it now? Whatever has caused the blight upon our lands, it is not the fault of its people. Whatever his name, Durance would disagree with that. Raedric looks to punish us for crimes we have not committed, and in turn, he is blind to his own. I am not, and he will pay for what he has done. I swear it by the flame. Well, by what right would you unseat a Thane of the Deerwood? Perhaps things are different abroad, stranger, but here, in the Deerwood, we do not bow before self-made lords, nor suffer the cruel whims of nobles that do not deserve their titles. Aloft's eyes narrow, and I suppose this fellow thinks he'd be a better lord? I've heard this one before. Lord Raedric has proven himself incapable of just rule. He has brought his fate upon himself. Yeah, I don't know. We'll have to speak with him. Well, I will find Raedric and deal with him. Then I commend you on your courage, and thank you for your assistance. But I would not send you onward without warning. Raedric's hold is crawling with soldiers and sellswords, all loyal to Raedric. They will not take kindly to intruders. In truth, they will be all the more alert for our failed efforts. A frontal assault would be unwise. If you would brave it, you could follow our steps and seek out the entrance to the sewers at the eastern edge of the moat. He looks away. But several of my men were captured. Maybe the entrance has been found or sealed anew. Those men were under my command. I would be in your debt if you found some means of helping them. Once you make it inside, seek out my old friend Nadmar. He is the high priest, Berethian, now that the shining god has fallen. A good man in difficult circumstances. He will listen to reason. Durance chortles, nearly choking on his own disdain. Shining god! He never shone so brightly as when the bomb took him. The moniker is obsolete now. Ash does not shine. Oh, it's like if someone was to call you the attractive priest, Durance. Yeah. Nadmar can help you reach Raedric, but he resides in the upper level of Raedric's Hole, protected by guards and mercenaries. You will have to keep to the shadows if you mean to reach him without alarming the entire keep. Well, I'll carve my own path, though. Yeah, more fun that way. No, actually, carve, you mean kill. Yeah, okay, that's not really what I want to do. Well, thank you for the advice. I'll make good use of it. I consider it a blessing from the gods that I've found someone that understands honor and duty. May Magran bring you victory, friend. I wish you luck. And we have a new quest, Lord of a Barren Land. Travel to Raedric's Hole, which is somewhere to the east. If I remember correctly, yeah, it is to the east. It's right here. We can look at him, but not go there. There it is. We're not gonna go there. It takes 6 hours. Not that far. Not that far, because first we're gonna go back to Gilded Vale. We're gonna, I don't know, get our reward maybe? Who knows? Who knows? But yeah, we're gonna go back. We're gonna, actually, I'm gonna take a peek at the temple before we go to Raedric's Hold, because that is gonna be a very, very big. Ooh, we got a Wicht over here. Hello. Hello, how you doing? Should I call you Vict? Maybe Victor? Hello, Victor. How's your name? How's your name? What kind of question is that, man? You know, not native. That's sometimes my reflex speaking. Ooh, that guy is running circles around us. Fortunately, our archers dealt with him fast enough, but well, that's good. That's good. Okay, so I guess that is that for this level. No, there's still a little bit more over here. Oh, look at that. This guy do own that. It's still not accessible. We need to go to Radix Hole, I think. But Cade Nua, I think it's how it's called. Cade Nua is gonna be. You might have seen this one, Stronghold. Yep, you do not own the Stronghold yet. Yep, that is, I think, was one of the what's it called, those goals, those extra goals in the Kickstarter campaign that included this one, but I'm not sure. But anyway, let's go back to the Gilded Vale. 8-hour journey, but that's fine enough. We're gonna go back to the inn. No, actually, I'm first gonna... not sure. Nah, let's go back wherever we appear. That's okay. We're down here, so let's go first. Weren't there only 2 cows last time around? Anyway, let's go first to the inn because it's closer, I think. Well, not really. So let's go first to the yeah, there it is. What's it called? Black Anvil or something? Black Hammer. Yeah, there it is. Smithery. And here we will tell the bad news to the guy. He's not gonna like it, but I do need to complete the quest. Hello, Tuatano.
Welcome.
Ah, you're back. Anything I can help you with? I found the shipment you were waiting on. Tuatano reaches out to the crate, raising it effortlessly onto the counter. His face splits in a broad smile. Why, so you have. This is excellent news. We can finally get back to work and show you real Black Hammer quality. None of these flimsy little swords. So I get a bunch of experience, I guess. Here, I'll give you a taste. He ducks behind the counter and rises with a heavy wooden shield in hand. Might not have had much in the way of materials to work with, but it's still Black Hammer craftsmanship. So go on and take that. So louder door. What the hell? Is that a shield or a door? And here, some coin for your troubles too. Ah, did you find anyone with a wagon? Nah. The bandits overtook the wagon. I doubt your people survived. Poor fools. I was told them they ought to hire some guards instead of palming the extra coin. I'll have to hire on more ends. Don't suppose you want to settle in Gillivay to try some delivery work? You have my thanks for your assistance, friend. Give me some time to work the forge and you'll have your pick of the next run of weapons. Well, I'll give you some time, but that's the quest completed. So, should I sell some of my stuff? I don't really need it, but this one is a good one. Let's give it to... yeah. -8. Oh, actually, yeah. Bashing 2. How exactly does that work? So this one is a 12. This one is a 12 as well. I'm gonna keep it over here. So how does that work? Bash. So it's a special ability apparently. Huh. Okay. Let's sell our stuff before we go. Always good to see a friendly face. Well, we make good use of our supplies you brought us. Some of my best work. If you ever want to see our special stock, just say the word. Well, I'd like to see your wares. If you you do have quite a few nice items on you, but unfortunately I don't have much money on me, which is, well, less than optimal, but whatever. I'm gonna have to sell some of my stuff to you. So I'm gonna sell one of this, I'm gonna sell one of this, because I have one of those. Hunting bow. Actually, did I sell a war bow? No, I didn't. Good, I got a sword. I think I have one of those. Nope, I'm gonna sell one of this. What's this? Dagger. Oh yeah, one a sword right there. We got a rapier, and I got one of those. So I'm gonna sell all of this, like to keep one of each. This is not really necessary, but I'm gonna keep it around just because. We got a pike, we got a quarterstaff, we got one of these huge pole axes that are actually quite expensive, if I remember correctly. Not really. We got a sword, not really want that. What else? What else we have here? We got a couple of great swords, and I'm gonna sell one of those. We got a couple of scepters, and we got a couple of Zorip spears. Let's also sell. Do I have a couple of? No. What's this? Yeah, scepter. Okay, good. I think that is that in regards to weaponry. I'm gonna sell. This, I'm gonna sell the robe, not needed. I'm gonna sell that. Actually, the robe kind of could be good. I mean, for the recovery speed, it's kind of good, but let's just keep one because you never know how it works. Armor really is more about offsetting the recovery speed debuff against the defense rating. But apart from that, okay, so I'm gonna sell okay, that's good. This one, not really want it. And that is, I guess, everything. Yeah. So now these I'm gonna keep. Actually, I should sell the elms because there's really no point in keeping them. Although I will keep the hoods because if I can get all my party to have all hoods, that'd be good. That'd be good. So let's sell what else? Let's sell wolf hide. 8 wolf hides, as it turns out, and 4 boar pelts. And we got a bunch of stuff that's not really needed, and a bunch of ingredients as well. Yeah. So let's go out. Let's go back to the inn, and I think that is... no, wait a minute. Isn't that all the quests that we need to do here in Gilded Vale? Nah, I think there's a couple of more. So, the White March, so that's done. So, I need Trials of Durance, yeah, that's something. I need to keep traveling with him to complete that quest. Fragments of a Scattered Faith, that's, I need to keep going with Adder. I need to visit Cat Duan, and I need to go to Radix Hold, and I also need to go to Ken Yuan. But before we do that, as I said, let's go down here and check this thing out. Because we're not gonna explore it very far because it's very dangerous, but apart from... ooh, you look like a little bit weird. Papa says the temple is cursed. Really? Well, let me try that theory out. Just a tiny bit. Well, let's see. Ooh, I like that. I like that painting. Not painting, that render. Okay, we got a dead guy over here. Let's save. And this is the symbol of the, yeah, the rising sun and 3 dawn stars. The symbol of Eothas. Haven't been here for, must be 5-6 years. Used to be a real nice, bright, warm. Hello? Who's there? This guy, Weirton. A man lies resting against the wall, lit by the dim illumination of the fading sconces. He has a gaunt, fox-like aspect, and his face is pale and damp with sweat. One arm is held loosely against his side, sleeve soaked with blood. He gives you an anxious glance as you near, his features twisting with pain. Have a care if you mean to go in. What? You don't want me to save you? Okay, he casts a quick look towards the doorway to the left. This place is not so empty as I thought. Paying your respect, Eothasian? A little risky, isn't it? He's speaking to Adder. Think what the townfolk would say. Safer down here than up there, even with the rats as big as they are. Faint edge of hostility belies Adder's playful tone. This temple isn't what it used to be. Probably for the best. Times being as they are. I'm no looter, if that's what you're thinking. Not one of his types either. He jerks his chin towards Adder. Just wanted to do some good, I suppose. Got my arm clawed up for it. Maybe you'd have better luck. Better luck with what? These ruins around us used to be the temple of Eothas, the scattered god. A grand temple at that. His worshippers would come from all over Daywood, and from Red Sarah's even. Oh, not so much from Red Sarah's these days. Until the war, of course. Even then, you'd get some of the stubborn ones, the ones that couldn't get it through their heads that their god was dead and gone. So is this real? Oh, yeah. So, Lord Redrick allowed them to worship? Lord Redrick would clear out the place from time to time, make arrests. It wasn't until the legacy that he started losing patience. He sent his guards in to put the priests to the sword, bring the place down, burn some of the books, and that was that. So what's this legacy? Didn't the magistrate tell you? Adder says. Deerwood being punished for killing Eothas, or for not killing his followers too, depending on which idiot you believe. Either case, you don't see too many children around here born right. They come out and they don't cry and they don't look at their mothers. Got no soul in them to give and to give personality. They just breathe. And as the man says, the thinking is it's Wade when's having a last laugh. Strikes me as a little petty even for a dead god. But Lord Redrick believes it, and that's all that matters. So go on. Once the legacy started, Lord Redrick decided he'd be too lenient on the Eothasians. He had his people go in and put them to the sword, left them down there, buried under a heap of rock. After that, Redrick ordered the temple sealed. It's been years like that, up until recently. Lord Redrick hopes that if we rededicate the temple to a living god, then we'll be forgiven, and the legacy will end, see? But until then, the temple is as you see it, unguarded. That's where you come in. Those priests, maybe they didn't have a lick of sense between them, but they didn't reserve to go like that. Chopped down in their god's house, it doesn't sit right with me. If you can get down there, find their remains, and maybe you can give them a proper burial. No small task. There's going to need for you if you need motivating. Alot's caution expression softens. Oh, a pleasant surprise to see that someone around here has a shred of respect for the dead. Really? So they're long dead. What does it matter where they're buried? It's about respect, isn't it? About deserving to be remembered, not just tossed under a pile of rock and forgotten. Thought it was worth the effort, giving that to them. So, you want me to bring you some skeletons? Is that it? I'd bury them where they are if I could. I know it's a little macabre, but if we don't get them out now, Redrick's liable to destroy whatever's left of them. So, I take it you aren't supposed to be in here. Well, I meant to be in and out, nice and quick, and I'm not hurting anyone. It's just Lord Redrick's forbidding anyone having anything to do with the scattered god. It'd be a little harder to explain to him than you. It's a good cause, though, isn't it? And you could make some coin in the process? I have some questions first. Yes? So, why... Oh, that's kind of obvious. So, who are you, anyway? Name's Wharton. I've lived in Gilded Vale long enough to remember how grand it used to be. I used to help the temple sometimes, bring supplies, that's all. So won't Lord Redrick mind us digging around down here? I wouldn't go telling him about it. Lingering in this place is not good for anyone. But you do this quick and quiet, and we can do right by those priests without raising a fuss. So what's... Oh, I know about that one. So, any chance there's something down there worth a little more than some old bones? Probably. Nobody's been through the place since it was sealed up. Well, apart from me, and I didn't touch anything. Any valuables in there, you get first crack at them. I only ask that you do this favor for me while you are it. Okay, so why can't you do this yourself? That's such an obvious question. I'm gonna ask it. Well, I tried. Only got a short ways in before I got in over my head. Haven't raised a blade in a long time. Turns out it isn't something you can just pick up again. But you look like you can handle yourself. So what's this legacy? Didn't the magistrate tell you? Deerwood's being punished for killing Eothas. Or for not killing his followers too, depending on which idiot you believe. Yeah, I've heard that one. Man says, okay, so I have no more questions. Then what do you say? Well, I'll find them. Then by the flame, I owe you a good turn. But listen, the temple's been sealed off for so long it's crawling with creatures. But if you get past them, the priests would have been down on the lower floor. They'll be there still if they're anywhere. Those priests have all kinds of secret chambers, switches in the walls, trick sconces, that kind of thing. Keep an eye out and take care down here. Yeah, I don't want to have to send someone else after your remains. Oh, I'll wait here by the stairs and keep a lookout. Maybe try to patch myself up some. Okay, so we got a new quest, and yeah,
just say the word.
I knew about that quest before, but I didn't want to come down here because this quest is very, very, very difficult. And I think we're gonna have a little bit better luck in Raidrus. Actually, not sure. Not sure if I should proceed here or go to Raidrus Hold. Well, I'm gonna make the decision in between episodes. I'm actually gonna scout on ahead and see if I can... if I can reliably survive this dungeon. But for now, I'm Colonel RPG, and this has been The Witcher Enhanced Edition. No, it hasn't. Oh, sorry, I've been recording the other episode before. No, this has been Pillars of Eternity, The White March, not The Witcher. But do check out The Witcher if you're interested. But anyway, I really hope you've enjoyed this one. And if you did, go ahead and leave a comment, like the video. But above all, thank you so much for watching. And I'll see you next episode. Bye-bye.